Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we in the fight week of Sean Porter versus your Errol Spence Jr. That's going to be a barn burner of a fight. We'll talk about it more a couple of times leading up to it in the weekend. But there's something very significant went on the radar and middleweight juggernaut, Gennady Golovkin. We know him. Most of us love him. Some of us don't because of how he's been acting lately. Used to love the dude. But now, because of his behavior of late, not so much love going there, right? Not against him personally, but my point is he has to be taken off the pound for pound list. Has to be. He basically begged in a recent article to be taken off the pound for pound list because he's basically stating it's not his goal to unify the division anymore. Like he's talking like he's very old or something. He's not trying to unify the division anymore in the middleweight division. He says he just wants to make money and entertain the boxing fans and stay healthy. Good things, but not for somebody who's in the pound for pound list. Pound for pound list must mean, period, you want to at least unify your division. Because normally pound for pound list means beating everybody in or around your division, going up and down to take care of anybody who's feeling froggy. That's what it should mean. That's why they made it, right? So now we have somebody who's never left middleweight division and is not even trying to unify that, which we know. But it's good to see articles stating it and stating it himself, right? And now he's open to fighting in the 168-pound division, right? Maybe a Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders in that division. Billy Joe Saunders just coming off a doping transgression. But when you're still in the middleweight division and you're mandatory, you didn't want to fight in Jamal Charlo, right? You don't want to go get the title. I'm saying title here, from the WBO champion Demetrius Andrade, which you could have got a long time ago. Don't anyone come talking about he's about to fight IBF champion Darian Chinko. Because for a year ago, when he could have fought Darian Chinko and did not need to be stripped of his IBF title, he refused to fight Darian Chinko and instead fought Vanis Monterose, a weight division lower, and had a year and a half off and was coming off a loss. We know that. So all those things mean you shouldn't be, first of all, the best middleweight. Shouldn't be in discussion. It's Andrade and Charlo. Those are the ones. Canelo, not him either. They can tell us that, but we're going on actions. And here's my point back to it. You got to get him off of pound for pound list and in front of the rankings of the guys that they don't want to fight. That's what has to happen here, right? What they're doing is they're saying, well, Canelo is going for money fights. So if Canelo is going for money fights, then Gennady Golovkin could go for money fights too. Because money fights means fighting somebody except for the guys you should fight. Like a mandatory against your Jamal Charlo, who's one part of a twin brother. They're both the champions, and somebody can fight them in Texas. They come from Texas. You're going to tell me that's not a money fight. You're going to tell me an undisputed fight between Canelo and Demetrius Andrade for all the marbles in the middleweight division is not a money fight. Right? We can go fight anybody, and that's more money. Why would it be? Then that means no. Right? They're going to start saying, hey, well, money fights, meaning we're going to say money fights so you cannot have to fight Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, like they don't exist in the middleweight division. Now, all of a sudden, we're talking about Gennady Golovkin here, right? Who has been saying for years, and his trainer then, Abel Sanchez, was saying from 154 pounds to 175 pounds he'd beat anybody and knock them out. They won't even last. And he hasn't went anywhere but 160 since saying that. Anywhere. And when he said that, there were people from all them divisions that wanted some. 154-pound division, don't even try it. Demetrius Andrade, the guy who's calling him out now, Aristotle Lara, either of the Charlos would have fought him at 154 when they were 154. Now one's 160. Still would fight him. We know Andre Ward wanted something. He was 168 pounds and with no punching power. He did not want to fight Andre Ward. What did we say? What did he say when asked about Andre Ward? No, not right now. He's too much. And I said he should make a techno song when Andre Ward walks out in his next fight versus Kovalev. He should have had a techno song. No, not right now. He's too much. Yo, no, not right now. He's too much. No, not right now. He's too much. You can't tell me he can't walk out there with Gennady Golovkin saying that he didn't want to fight that your boy Andre Ward because he's too much at that particular time. Now he's still too much and he still doesn't have to fight anybody. But he's in front of all of them in pound for pound list and enlisting in middleweight. That's what has to stop. Bottom line is this: Gennady Golovkin is begging to be taken off the pound for pound list by saying he doesn't want to fight anybody. He only wants to entertain and make money. So if that's the case, good for you. You didn't have to do anything. Good for you, but you should not be above these other guys. And I hope there's nobody that disagrees with that, because this is just a thing of right and wrong. Sometimes there's no sides, people. We do, those guys that are in the middleweight division, we have to start celebrating them, or they will never get any fights. Because, like I said before, the powers that be do not want to hear, and the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Demetrius Andrade or Jamal Charlo, they do not want to hear that sentence, and they will do everything to not hear those sentences. They don't want to have these guys being undisputed, so they're doing everything. So it's on us as fans and anybody else involved in boxing to do something about it. First step, take both of them off the pound list. That's what has to happen. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.